Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Jeff.
Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the speech language pathologist that's going to be helping you and your son RJ out. And basically, I'm going to ask you some questions and just to help me get an idea of his strengths as well as weaknesses as far as communication goes. So it'll probably just take about 10 minutes or so.
Sounds good.
Okay. Are you ready to begin?
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
All right. The first thing, I just wanted to make sure here. RJ was born on September 20th, 2009. Is that correct?
No, that's actually his own brother.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I always get
no,
those
that's
confused.
that's okay.
His birthday is actually September 27th, 2007. They're so close.
Yeah, that makes more sense. I was looking through here and I was like, wait a second, let me double check.
Yeah, September 27th.
Okay, not a problem. The next question I have for you is, can you explain RJ's interests, things he likes to do or
Yeah,
enjoys?
he loves anything on wheels, any toy trucks or toy cars. He loves messing with that. He loves SpongeBob. He can recite the whole episode if needed.
Oh, wow.
He also loves
Okay.
water, anything to do with water, the pool, the boat. He loves
Okay.
being in water.
Okay. The next question I have for you is, tell me about your concerns that you have for RJ.
I'm really concerned about his speech. I'm not
Okay.
able to understand him. Not only me, but his family, friends, teachers in the past. Most of the time I can't understand him at all.
Okay. And who was it that referred RJ?
His kindergarten teacher did because she had the same problem as me. She couldn't understand him that well.
Okay. And can you tell me about RJ's history of development?
As soon as RJ was able to speak, he had difficulties. At around the age of 2, he spoke just about 2 words. I thought that it would improve, but by the age of 3, he spoke, I would say, about 15 words, all of which were hard to understand.
Okay.
And I also noticed as time went on, his speech kind of got worse too.
Okay, so worse over time. And can you explain any speech services that RJ has received in the past?
He has not received any speech services.
Okay.
I thought he would grow out of it out of time.
Yeah, okay. Not a problem. And can you tell me about RJ's medical history? Anything that I should know?
Yeah, he was born 3 months premature. He was at
Okay.
All Children's Hospital Intensive Care Unit for 4 months after his birth. After his release, he developed an upper respiratory infection and returned to the hospital 2 weeks later. When he was 4 years old, he was diagnosed with asthma.
Okay.
His school has an inhaler in which they closely monitor his breathing. I would say that at least once a month he needs his inhaler.
it,
Yeah, so
okay.
it's been a crazy, scary ride from the beginning for
Yeah, that sounds like it.
RJ.
Okay. And the next question I had is, can you explain RJ's family history?
Yeah, he has 2 brothers who all had the same problems with their speech. Over time, they've seemed to grow out of it.
Okay.
None of them qualified for speech services when they started kindergarten. Me and my
Okay.
wife, Lacey, went to speech therapy throughout elementary school, although far less severe.
Okay.
Yeah, like RJ, we never started speech therapy until kindergarten. I also believe the cause of RJ's communication problems could be genetics. Because
Yeah.
it could just run in the family.
Yeah. That could be it. The next question I have is, can you tell me about a time when RJ has had trouble in a social situation? Anything from school that you can tell me, or?
Yeah, he's told me a couple times that him and his friends both get frustrated because they can't communicate that well. His friends can't
Okay.
really understand him that well. And then when he can't communicate, it's kind of hard. One of his friends actually caused him to start crying because he said he didn't want to be his friend anymore. So
Okay.
that was pretty sad.
Yeah. And the next thing I'm going to get into is a little bit about his strengths and weaknesses. The first one is, can you just describe RJ's strengths?
He has a lot of strengths. He can talk to really anybody. He loves to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, we could be at a grocery store and he'll start talking to the cashier, and his speech doesn't hold him back, surprisingly, though.
Yeah.
He loves to talk.
All right. So he's very social.
Yeah, very social.
Okay. The next thing is, can you explain RJ's weaknesses? Anything you can
Yeah,
say?
he has trouble, or other people have trouble listening to him.
Okay.
Whenever he tries to repeat words, he attempts to, but you can't really understand what he's saying. I'm saying about 90% of the time you can't understand him.
Okay. And can you tell me about RJ's schooling prior to kindergarten? Did he go to school?
Yeah, prior to kindergarten, he was in preschool. His teacher was also very concerned with his speech. I really thought it was just something he would grow out of, like his brothers and myself. So,
Alrighty. Just a few more here. Are there any, or can you explain any particular sounds that you think are more difficult for RJ?
it's hard to pick out a certain sound other than the other. They're all kind of blurred together. It's just hard to pick out certain sounds other
Okay.
than others. They're all unclear.
Okay. Now this is gonna be, these next couple are just kind of gonna be rough estimates. A lot of people kind of hard to come up with something,
Mhm.
but we'll give it a shot. Approximately how many different words do you think RJ uses currently, if you had to guess?
Yeah, different. That would be a tough one. I would
It
say.
is, yeah.
I would say about 100 different words.
Okay.
Although since he can't be understood that much, it's kind of hard for me to guess because he could be saying the same words
Yeah,
over. It could
yeah.
sound different to me. So
Okay,
I would say around 100 words.
okay. And the next one is provide an estimate of RJ's sentence length. Something maybe his longest sentence that he said or anything like that.
Yeah, I would say his long sentences are probably around 8 to 10 words. I mean, sometimes they could be more. It depends on what he wants to talk about.
Okay,
He's excited about it, and he might say more, talk more about it.
okay,
I would say around the 8 to 10 words about.
alright. Wow, I feel like we've covered a lot here, and this is really going to help me out in moving forward. Do you have any questions for me? Is there anything that you'd like to say?
Yeah, I've got a couple of questions.
Okay.
What do you want us to do as parents at home outside of school? Because I know it's
Sure.
just as important for him to
It
learn
is.
at home.
Well, what I will be doing for you is I'll be giving you take-home, I like to call them assignments, but it's just a few questions that you'll work with him. That way he's getting help outside of therapy and it's not just in therapy, because it really works well if you guys work with me in this process.
Yeah, definitely understand that.
Okay, and any other questions I can help you out with?
Yeah, with RJ's teacher, will I be keeping contact with her, or will you be contacting, or how is that going to work?
That's a common question. That's definitely something that's going to be my job. I'm going to definitely take her curriculum and infuse it within my therapy. So we're kind of on the same page as far as curriculum goes. And I'm definitely going to be keeping her updated with any progress that is made, because I think it's really important for me and RJ's teacher to be on the same page.
Definitely.
And yeah, that'll definitely be my job. Nothing you need to worry about.
And how many days of the week, or how many times are you going to have RJ in counseling?
Okay.
Therapy.
Okay, I would say, well, we haven't gone over an exact schedule, but I'm thinking about twice a week for an hour. It'll either be a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday.
Alright,
So
sounds
2
good.
hours total a week. So it's nothing too intense, but it's definitely gonna be able to help.
Alright, very good.
And is there anything else?
I think that'll be it for now.
Okay. Well, next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take RJ next door to the playroom, and we're kind of just gonna interact with him, and we'll regroup in about an hour, and we'll move forward.
Alright, sounds
Does
good.
that sound good? All right. It was so
Alright,
good
good to
meeting
meet
you.
you too. Thank you.
you.
Let's click that circle. That circle.